Hi, Leo. Welcome to your June 2020 tarot card reading. This is a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It is a great honor for me to read for you. There's a lot going on for Leos through the month of June, and I'm excited to share this with you. We will end the video with a little bit of inner work that will support you through the month of June. So there will be a few questions that you can consider, a very short meditative healing process that you can do, and all of this is really designed to help you make the most of the month of June. And I really hope that this video is helpful for you. And if it is, any way that you can positively engage with this video and this channel is most welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, if you would like this video, share it with your friends and your network. And of course, please just leave me a comment and let me know how you're doing. It is so much fun for me to be here with you, and I really appreciate the time you are taking to watch this video. Thank you so much, Leo, and I will see you soon.
Hi, Leo. I am so excited to talk to you about your reading for the month of June 2020. This is pretty amazing. There is so much divinely guided inspiration for you in the month of June. Right in the middle of your spread, you have the Ace of Wands. This is like the spark of life. This is the it is the beginning moment of something big, something that already exists within you, but has been dormant up until this point. And this is something, this inspiration, this creative spark that is coming to you. I mean, look, we have the inspiration card here and we have the shock of the new. So this is like, I see this almost as if a blinding light. It's almost like enlightenment, right? Like it has that feel like, oh my God, this is the answer. That's how powerful this feels for you. And I also want to say, Leo, that this is a message that may come in during dream time, because there's really dreamy quality about this entire spread that I can't quite put my finger on. And so I just want to ask you to bring a little bit of awareness to your dream time through the month of June. It could really provide some powerful insights for you. The other thing that I'd like to point out for you guys is there's a lot of sevens in this spread. We have Seven of Swords reversed, the Chariot, which is the number 7, and then we have the Seven of Wands, 777. And so what that tells me is that through the month of June, the inner work that you're going to be doing is really like going down into the depths, it's like diving into the depths, trying to get to the solution. So I am getting that you guys have been trying to solve a problem, and it could be related to your work-life balance, because we do have here the Seven of Wands and right next to the Two of Pentacles. Also sitting right next to Death reversed. So what this is telling me is that you have spent a lot of time potentially with the coronavirus and working from home, handling the kids, or whatever, just maybe your work has picked up because you are having to work in a brand new way, and you are really having to find within you a sense of, you're having to do this from your source of power, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You're able to juggle all of these things when you connect with that source. But if you are coming at it in any way, feeling very like frenetic, like, oh my God, how can I get this done? I'm never going to get it done. There's too much. Then that is going to throw you way off kilter, and it's going to delay the inevitable of what this is, because this is all destiny. This is dream fulfillment. It's wish fulfillment. We also have the Fortune card here. And so whatever this flash of insight that you have, this divinely guided, creative idea that comes, is something that's going to put you on your path, and it's coming in very, very fast. Like I said, this is going to give you a sense of stability that perhaps you haven't been feeling in a while. It is, I feel a sense of deep peace, as if a recognition of kind of like this feeling of finally, what I've been knowing is coming is finally here. And so this is the birth of something that feels very much like a soul agreement. It's part of your life's purpose. I'm not getting the feeling necessarily that June is going to be a month of acting on this project. It feels much more like a gestation period. It feels like, again, the dreaming period, where one idea leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Because of the force of this idea that is coming in. Again, I can't stress enough that it's going to be almost like a blinding light. It's how fast and powerful it is. There's a lot of force and karma behind this, it feels like. And Leo, I also see you walking away from something in the month of June. It could also be something in the future that you end up walking away from as a result of whatever comes of your new project, your new idea, your new way of being, your new way of supporting yourself. And it feels as if it's going to be something that happens very naturally. It doesn't feel like this big dramatic separation. It feels as if it's kind of like, oh, this has sort of lived out its usefulness in life. This sort of mutual, peaceful separation that's sort of stemming from all that came before is actually going to lead you to a new love in your life. It's really interesting because your reading is very similar to Cancer's reading, the sign before you on the zodiac wheel. There are actually even some of the same cards, even though they were shuffled really well, but the feeling is completely different with them. And so one of the things that I do want to point out is that you do have the faux card here. And so I invite you to look to the relationships that you have in your life, and the ways in which you're spending your resources, your time, your money, your energy, and see if anything is present in a way that does not serve you. I feel as if there's a little bit of a culling process that needs to happen. And by culling, I mean just sort of like making these like little tweaks, finding little things in your life that aren't serving you, a way of, and something that you can make really small changes to and see big benefits. We also have two number 17s right next to each other in this spread, which is pretty interesting. 1 plus 7 ends up to be 8. We also have the 8 of Cups here. 8 is it's a number of balance, and also very much a number of karma. What goes around comes around. So whatever is happening is definitely completing a karmic cycle for you in the month of June. There's also a good bit of balance in this spread, especially I see here we have a lot of newness, but then we also have a lot of, and this is like new life is how I see it. Some of you may be even getting pregnant in the month of June. That is highly likely. And but we also have the beautiful, vibrant, powerful energy of new life combined with the wisdom of age and experience. It's like, how do I even say this? It's like there's such a evolution in this spread. It's really beautiful. And it just feels so good for you as I sit here. It just feels like, as I said, finally, Finally, you're here for this new love relationship. Finally, you're doing work that is in alignment with your destiny. Finally, the ideas are coming after what felt like a lifetime of indecision and feeling trapped and stuck. Finally, the struggle of trying to make it work naturally resolves itself in a way that makes sense for both parties. Finally, what I've always wanted is coming to me. Pregnancy is definitely a possibility. If you have been struggling to get pregnant, some of you may be very surprised about how quickly and unexpectedly this happens. That could also be the new love, a new baby, a new creative project. What is already with you? Whatever this is for you, because this is a general reading, it is a very unexpected thing, but it is something unexpected that is amazing. Many of you are getting much better at understanding when it's time to move and when it's time to be. You have come to the realization that life can't just be constant motion, that the time that you take to rest and renew and restore yourself is also a really important part of the manifestation period process. Sorry, my neighbor's alarm is going off. As I was saying before my neighbor's car alarm started going off, you've come to a deeper understanding of the creative process, understanding that there is a time for action and then there is a time for being and resting and renewing and restoring. And that is just as important a part of the creative process, because that is the part that allows the energy that you have created and the momentum that you have created to go and work its magic out in the universe and then come back to you, because that's the way that it works. You're also understanding how important it is to do this so that you have the energy to move and take action as needed. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So taking that time for yourself is really, truly what ultimately leads to this crazy, unexpected event, project, discovery. As the world is going through its massive transformative process, we are just in the very beginning stages of it. That energy exists within each one of us as well. And you are very much in alignment with the creative energy that has arisen from this cycle of destruction that has begun. And what that energy has done is made the ground a little bit shaky, right? The ground beneath our feet, and then also our internal environment. And that rumbling is what is uncovering this part of your life that is your birthright. It is part of your destiny. It is part of your soul agreement. The energy of that instability and that uncertainty and that constant movement is unearthing your soul's path. And so while at times it may have felt unmanageable and really required you to dig deep within yourself, it's also been a very natural evolution. I want to pull some questions that you can ask yourself throughout the month of June in your meditative practice or just any time. That should help you make the most of this creative energy that is available to you in the month of June. or whenever you find this video. And we're always divinely guided to the messages that we need to see, hear, integrate into our lives. Okay. What are those things that make me feel good while I'm doing them? So, Leo, if you can just spend some time thinking about the kinds of things that bring you pleasure, that spontaneous joy that arises when you're doing something that you are in alignment with. And then what kinds of routines or habits limit my experience of my everyday life? So again, with this walking away card, Leo, I do feel that there are some things, habits, activities that you have in your regular life. It could even be something as the way that you are thinking. It could be not being active enough, or maybe some modifications are needed in the food that you're putting into your body. Whatever it is, it's of an addictive nature, even if you don't realize it as such. And it's something that needs to be transformed in order to get you back into balance. It could also be that these things that feel good while you're doing them are addictions. And so look for the balance here. You know, this is all about leveling up your life. None of us are immune from that. It's like evolve or die at this point in humans' evolution. If you're not making the changes that you need to make in order to sort of stay in harmony with these times, it's not even that you'll get left behind. It's that life is going to become trickier and trickier and harder to manage, and will take away more and more until you finally get the message. And so it's really important that we are taking all of the actions that we need to take in order to keep moving forward, because everything is moving faster and faster, and we have to be able to keep up with that. So I want to read you a healing process that you can turn to in the month of June, or whenever you see this video. So you can do this here and now with me, or you can do this later, or you can do this just anytime you're feeling that you need the energy of this process. So place your hands in prayer pose at your heart center. And if that doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can just put them in your lap with your palms facing upwards, as if you're receiving something. And then say out loud, may my inspired idea be blessed by the creative intelligence and love of this universe. May the perfection of divine timing govern the unfolding of this idea into its most beautiful and fulfilling form. May this idea attract the most nourishing people, situations, and opportunities so that it may live out to its destiny and make a positive contribution to the world. Through sacred genius, love, and grace, so be it. And you can sit with that energy for a little while. And then when you're ready, you can just quietly whisper, I commit myself, body, heart, mind, and soul, to that which will illuminate me with golden inspiration and uplift me and those around me with love. I am open to receive all the support and protection needed to truly honor this commitment. So be it. And then you can just rest for a few moments. Notice if any pictures or images come to you and what those things are. And then as you're out and about, going about your day, see when any of those images that you saw in your meditation come through. That will be your subconscious mind trying to get your attention. So, Leo, I really hope this is helpful for you. I'm very excited about the energy that you're going to be feeling in the month of June. And I'm excited for the transformation that it's going to bring in your life. So, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. It's a great honor for me to read for you. And I'm sending you so much love through June and beyond. I will see you soon.